welcome to the Beaver News. I'm Anna Singer.
And I'm Kamelyn, Bovinette. We're so glad you could join us this evening. Did you see all the fun stuff going on last week for homecoming? We wanted to know how students took advantage of the most exciting week of the school year. Justin Matthews has the story.
Justin Matthews with KBVR TV. We're out here in the quad for Homecoming Week, Spirit Week, and we're going to ask some people what they think about the event. Have you seen the events going on in the Homecoming for Homecoming Spirit Week?
I have.
What have you thought about those events?
They're pretty great. Took a picture with Benny yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Did you feel empowered after that?
I did. It was
That's
awesome.
really
It was so empowering.
That's awesome. Where did the inspiration for this wonderful piece of attire come from?
You know, when I went out looking for a costume, I figured I was feeling a little yellow, you know, so naturally,
like jaundice, or
I went with the banana.
Yeah,
you know, naturally gets like.
So a little less jaundice, a little more
healthy.
fruity.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some bees. Yeah, some bees over there.
It's the banana. It's the banana.
Yeah,
they're after the sugar.
They love it so much. Everyone should love this costume. This is just fantastic.
Thank you.
What have you thought about the Spirit Week this week?
It's been great. Watched the parade yesterday. It was awesome. Yeah.
Did you go to the block party?
Didn't.
The block party was pretty fun. It was pretty awesome. There was some pie eating contests. You really missed out. There was probably some banana cream pie over there.
That's cannibalism.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Crossing the line, is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay. Have you guys seen some of the events happening here in the quad this week?
Yeah, we saw them. He actually smashed a pumpkin earlier today.
I did. I smashed a pumpkin earlier today.
How was smashing that pumpkin?
It was very cathartic.
It seems like it would be a very releasing experience. Just release all the anguish from midterms week, right?
Certainly it is.
Yeah,
Definitely.
What have you guys thought about the Homecoming Spirit Week this year?
We actually had a mission last night during the parade, which that was kind of entertaining to watch while we were also having people running around. So that was pretty cool.
Same, same thing.
All right, so you guys have you guys are survivors. Is this correct?
Yes.
So you guys are you like the last two standing? Is this what the deal is?
Not quite. I think there's around 90 some humans left.
90. Wow, that is really large. I haven't seen them anywhere. I just see the headband is zombie, right?
Yep.
So like I might be confused for a zombie a little bit.
It was bright yellow.
If it was bright yellow, maybe. Yes.
Okay, that's fair. So I should stick with black, is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, that's great. What have you thought about the Spirit Week events out in the quad this year?
It's pretty great. It's as usual. Everyone is having community, and that's what we're rallying for, having community.
Yeah, exactly. And I see you got a piece of free cake there.
Yeah.
That's always a good plus for Benny's birthday. Are you going to be here to sing happy birthday to Benny later?
Absolutely. I just did.
Oh, that's great. That's good. That's good. Yeah, well, we're going to be having a giant birthday celebration bash in the quad if you want to come back and sing amongst however other many people show up here. So
Definitely. What time?
I think it was supposed to be at I think it was supposed to be now. So I'm not really sure when that's actually happening, but I mean, you could come back and kind of check out.
For it.
Yeah, be around for it. Cool. How do you feel about Homecoming Week as a whole here?
It's a great, again, it's a community that everyone is coming together and having a common theme between each other. That's really great.
Have you seen any of the talent shows going on here?
No.
None of the talent shows? Did you get a piece of free cake?
No.
Why did you not grab a piece of free cake?
Where's the free cake?
It's over there under that big white tent. You can totally go back and grab it. They will totally give it to you. How do you feel about Homecoming Spirit Week?
When is that? I really don't know.
Definitely did not get the memo.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Okay. No, oh my gosh, don't be sorry. No. We should be sorry for not getting the information out to you.
El Churro Blanco. I saw the pumpkin smashing yesterday.
Did you participate in the pumpkin smashing?
I did not.
Why did you not do that?
I don't carry cash on me.
That's so fair. I mean, they need like a card swiper and then we'd be totally fine, right?
Exactly.
We'd be good. Yeah. Marketing 101.
Business major.
Business major. This guy knows what's up. Did you go to the block party last night?
No.
Did you hear the block party last night?
I was having my own party last night.
He was having his own party. Smart man. So, passerby, what do you think about the Spirit Week this year at OSU?
Spirit Week is really awesome, and it's really important because you can just emphasize all of the awesome spirits that are here. We are spirits. I don't know what I'm saying.
We're spirits all in this together.
Spirit Week is awesome.
Spirit Week is awesome.
Yeah.
You have it here. You'll be on Beaver News.
Oh man, cool.
Are you so stoked?
So stoked.
So stoked.
That's sweet.
This has been Justin Matthews in the quad for Spirit Week with Beaver News.
It looks like everybody enjoyed the festivities of homecoming. When we come back, find out what cultural event took place this week and what it was all about. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name's TT.
Eddie Cardenas.
Jason Love.
Alex Vickery-Holland.
Laura Gordon.
Lisa Rosenthal.
We're here to answer any questions, escort students around.
We really just give them the sense of tradition. We help them register for classes.
A big part of being a START leader is showing students around OSU and helping them get a feel for what it's like when they're here at Oregon State.
We serve to help them make a more smooth and positive transition from high school life to college life and to everything involved with it.
We tell the stories of the exceptional students and staff who attend the university, who work here, and who play here.
We have the Barometer where you can write stories for them, become a journalist. We have Beaver News. We have all kinds of different shows for TV.
We're so willing to talk to anybody that is interested in becoming involved with student media. So if you're on the fence thinking, I don't know if I can do this, the answer is yes, you can. Get over here and talk to us.
Welcome back to the Beaver News. Many of us have been to weddings in our lifetimes. But what are weddings like in other cultures? In order to educate people on this, the International Students Association held a cultural event this week in the MU. For more on that, here's Megan Choi with the story.
And it becomes sort of like an act or performance because the dad doesn't want to give their daughters just very easily.
A cultural diversity event was held in the ISOSU room in the MU on Tuesday night. The event talked about weddings of different cultures and compared them to the ones that are traditional in America. We spoke with the presenter of the event.
So this event, we've chosen a topic for our speakers to talk about weddings in their country and compare their weddings in their country to maybe American weddings. This event, Cultural Heritage, is created in order to create awareness on campus and educate people on different cultural topics, and we specifically choose really interesting ones so people can be engaged more. I think the event went pretty well today, and hopefully people were able to get more information and be more culturally aware about different weddings that are around the world, and just create a comparison of how things go in their country and versus in other countries. Yeah, so ISOSU has 4 major events throughout the term, and which are Coffee Hour, Danger of the Single Perspective, Cultural Heritage, and Cultural Exposition. So the Coffee Hour is held 4 times per term, and the next one that is coming up is November 17th, and yeah, those are all the events have different purposes. For example, Coffee Hour is more about connecting with people and just being sort of a relaxing hour for students, and Cultural Heritage and other events are created to bring more awareness, and it touches on cultural aspects of different countries.
This is Megan Choi with Beaver News.
Oregon State President Ed Ray recently announced that the university's first major fundraising campaign topped its $1 billion goal. The goal was reached back in January, but they waited to announce the news with a glitzy campus celebration, including a keynote speaker from the New York Times. Hundreds of people piled into the LaSalle Stewart Center and listened while Ed Ray thanked the contributors for turning OSU into a leading research institution. Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Nicholas Kristof left the audience with a few words about the power of generosity. He noted that a little generosity goes a long way and truly makes a difference.
When we come back, find out why you should be excited for the weather this Dad's Weekend. We'll have the forecast when we return. It looks like it's getting to that time of year when the clouds and rain just aren't going to let up. But can we expect some good weather for Dad's Weekend? Ashley Harriger has our forecast.
Hi, I'm Ashley reporting for Beaver News. You're going to want to trade out your rain gear for some warm layers as we say goodbye to the rain and hello to cool, brisk temperatures this week at Oregon State. Let's take a look. This evening, we're looking at a typical November night with temperatures around 46 and a couple of clouds scattered throughout the sky. Moving into the weekend, you can finally put your rain boots and umbrellas away as we're expecting a weekend full of sunshine. Friday, we're looking at a high of 55 throughout the day with clear skies and not a drop of rain expected. Moving into Friday night, you're going to want to wear plenty of layers as the temperature will drop to about 39 degrees. Saturday is looking to be a great day to take your families out to the Washington State game. We're looking at a high of 59 with clear skies throughout the day. As we get into the evening, temperatures will drop into the low 40s. Finishing out the weekend, we are still expecting sunshine on Sunday with a high of 56 and a low of 44. As it gets closer to the evening, we will see that sunshine go away and be replaced by clouds. Entering week 7 here at Oregon State, we're expecting the same weather we're predicting over the weekend. With a high of 54 on Monday with not a cloud in sight, temperatures will drop to the low 40s in the evening. Tuesday, we'll have partly cloudy skies accompanied by a high of 57 and a low of 45. Wednesday, you're going to want to continue to bundle up as you head to classes, as we're expecting the trend from the rest of the week to continue, with sunny skies and a high of 52. And I'm Ashley reporting for Beaver News.
Well, it's pretty good timing for the forecast to get a little nicer for the weekend. I know there's a lot of activities with Dad's weekend. I know there's like a football game and a golf tournament and such. So
yeah, you know, it's such a bummer when all the out-of-state students have their families come to town and they can't do anything when the weather's all gloomy.
Exactly. So we'll hope those high temperatures stay, but it's Oregon, so I guess we never really know. The Oregon State University Extension Office in Eugene did a little green renovation this week. The office moved one step closer to having a water-permeable parking lot. The project has been in the works for 6 months, and the idea is for the new parking lot to allow water to soak in instead of heading down the storm sewers. The office says the main goal for the parking lot was to have a place for people to park that are coming into the office.
When we return, find out students' reactions to the legalization of marijuana. Also, you've heard of eating competitions that involve hot dogs and pies, but watermelons? All that when we return.
In 2011, a national survey on drug use asked people 12 and older how many had smoked pot in the last month. The answer, 11%. Oregon State University professor Seth Crawford did a study where he tried to estimate the size of the recreational pot market here. His estimate was that recreational users in Oregon consume about 154,000 pounds of pot a year. The legalization law doesn't go into effect until 2015, so that the state legislature has some time to face the challenges that come with the law and to potentially propose some new regulations. This is an extremely controversial subject, and we wanted to know what students thought of it. We sent Ashley Donahue and Kiana Hatch to the quad to find out.
I'm Ashley Donahue.
And I'm Kiana Hatch.
And this is Questions in the Quad.
Recently, Measure 91 has passed, so we're out here asking students their opinion on the legalization of marijuana.
I definitely see a lot of positives in it, in the collection of tax revenue from taxation on marijuana, similar to how there's taxation on tobacco products. Though I also have a lot of, I have a bit of an aversion to the whole smoking marijuana thing, especially in school. The excessive dopamine has been scientifically proven, excuse me, to kill brain cells. And so I feel like though it is their choice to smoke marijuana during school, I definitely see a lot of repercussions with it. And though I myself will not smoke it, I definitely would not go so far as to stop other people from smoking it. And the threshold is still 21 years of age, so most people in college cannot legally smoke it anyway. So I do believe, however, that the tax revenue gained from it can hopefully be allocated to the educational system. So overall, I believe it's a positive thing because it was going to be legalized anyway.
Everything's good in moderation. Alcohol, tobacco, partying, gaming, any sort of vice, you could say. As long as it's taken in moderation and doesn't bother other people, then it doesn't matter too much to me.
I don't really have a crazy opinion on legalization of marijuana. I think there is some both positives and negatives. I'd say some positives. I was reading a little bit ago that Washington and Colorado, they made like $400 million or something on the tax of everything. So I mean, I feel like that would help out our economy and everything.
I think the legalization of marijuana is great, and it's putting the power back into people's hands.
I don't really know how to feel about it yet. It's not something I've ever really been into per se. I know I've had a lot of friends in the past who've been into it and they're probably really excited, but it doesn't really affect me, but at least they won't necessarily get in trouble if they get caught anymore.
Legalizing marijuana, I think it's all right. You know, a whole bunch of people do it, and they were gonna do it even if it wasn't legalized. That's just how these drugs work. I have a few friends who, you know, do marijuana, and you wouldn't look at them and think they were stoners. They're pretty cool. In fact, it kind of took me by surprise when I learned that they smoke marijuana. But yeah, this will be good for them, and anything that's good for my friends is good for me as far as I'm concerned.
Some negatives. I know I worked in Washington last summer, and then you can still get like a DUI or anything if you were like high smoking and drunk driving, same thing. So, I mean, you know, I still think there's some dangers. I would hope that, you know, people that are smoking aren't operating heavy machinery or anything.
I think the legalization of marijuana was an inevitability anyway, since so many states have already started to do it. Provided that we tax this stuff and make that tax revenue go to something like education, infrastructure, something that'll inevitably help out the country, or at least the state. I think the legalization of marijuana is a good thing. Sure, there's people that say that we're going to have increased crime rates, but if I'm looking at Washington and Colorado that have already done this, they've seen millions and millions of tax revenue dollars and an actual decrease in crime. So I think it's an overall good thing that this happened.
And this has been Questions in the Quad. I'm Kiana Hatch.
And I'm Ashley Donahue, reporting for Beaver News.
You know, Anna, this has been such a controversial issue for so long. I'm glad it's finally resolved. But I'm intrigued to see how lawmakers are going to regulate the implementation of this into society.
That's right. I'm really interested to see not only how community members go about this, but law enforcement as well for here, in Corvallis and the rest of Oregon as well. So,
I guess we'll find out come July, right? This week in the MU Quad, you may have noticed that one tent was getting a little extra attention than the others. We saw watermelon eating contests, donations, and much more. So what was going on out there? We sent Madeline Lee to get the scoop.
Lambda Chi Alpha's Philanthropy Watermelon Bash has been raising awareness about Corvallis community outreach all week.
So it's Watermelon Bash happening this week. So we've been doing it to support community outreach. It happens every year. Community outreach is a charity in Corvallis that benefits the Mid-Willamette Valley's poor and homeless, just providing basic needs.
They also have a food bank. They provide medical treatment and things like that.
All the sororities on campus participate. We actually have 10 houses participating, all of them on Panhellenic except for one, the Science Sorority Sigma Delta Omega. We invite all student groups and just the public to participate. Starting last year, we actually included a jar just for the public to donate because it's not just Greeks who are interested in helping community outreach, it's everyone's. And it's bigger than ever this year, and we're actually the first house at OSU to incorporate a debit card reader at check-in, so we're accepting electronic payments, which is really huge, and that's helping us getting a lot more donations this year.
So the way that we're raising money is we have coin jars and check-ins in the quad, so there are 10 sororities competing and they're all trying to raise more money than each other. We have an auction on Tuesday. We had a field day on Wednesday, and then tonight is our grand finale in the MU ballroom where the sororities are all competing in a dance-off. They all have their own little dance routine. And then there is the Miss Watermelon Bash pageant where they're going to be talking about their love for Lambda Chi Alpha, but also talking about all the good that community outreach does.
The reason why we do a lot of these events throughout the week is to not only raise awareness, but show that these events are fun and they're for a good cause, and philanthropy can be fun, and we are looking for the one goal, but we still want everyone to understand that donating your time for a watermelon eating contest or a dance can help hundreds of people.
So last year, our total amount through the Watermelon Bash Philanthropy was about $23,000. The tie-in with community outreach and Watermelon Bash began in 2008. We've always donated food to them through our initiation week, but we didn't actually start donating money to them through philanthropy until 2008. So this is a fairly recent philanthropy.
It takes over a week of everyone coming and checking in and donating money. We've had as little donations from pennies and dimes, but that all helps, to credit card donations up to $50. We've had 2 today, and we're at about $6,000 for the first 2 days, and we're looking to hopefully get around $20,000.
I think one of the benefits of Watermelon Bash is that we keep all the money local. There is benefits of giving money to national organizations, but I think it's really unique to put so much money back into the local community, and I think that's one of the main appeals of Watermelon Bash, especially when it comes to getting community participation, Greek participation, and help from the administration on it. Tonight, at any time, Cheesy Stuffed Burgers food cart. If you go up there and mention community outreach with your order, they'll save your receipt and then end up donating a percentage of their profits to community outreach.
The big finale is going to be tonight at I think 7 in the MU ballroom. It's going to be a huge crowd, free admission, so everyone's welcome to come. And we're going to have the final dance competition as well as the pageant, and then calculate all the points and then announce our winners.
The Watermelon Bash Philanthropy raised $26,000 last year, and they're on track to surpass that this year. I'm Madeline Lee with Beaver News.
Thanks, Madeline. It looks like it was a fun and delicious time. When we come back, Dad's Weekend is almost here, and everyone is looking for something to do. We will let you know where all the fun is happening. Also, does the Beaver football team have what it takes to bounce back after a tough homecoming loss? All of that when we return. If you went to the football game last weekend, you saw what was a very tough loss for the Beavers. It was a high-scoring game filled with big plays from both teams, but California ultimately came out on top with a 45-31 win. The Beavers trailed by 17 going into the third quarter, but scored 21 unanswered points going into the fourth quarter to take a 31-27 lead. During this run, Sean Mannion broke the Pac-12 passing record, and he is now the all-time leader in Pac-12 history in passing yards. He got a much-deserved standing ovation from the crowd as they cheered him on. While that was exciting, the excitement of the game quickly went away on the next possession as Mannion threw an interception and Cal returned it to the Beavers' 18-yard line. The Beavers never got back into the game after that as they gave up a field goal and 2 more touchdowns to end the game. It was a tough loss after coming back to take the lead. This week, the Beavers take on Washington State Cougars in a Dad's Weekend showdown. The Cougars are without their star quarterback Connor Halliday after he went down with a broken leg last week. The Beavers come with a 4-4 record, and Washington State comes in at 2-7. The Beavers look to bounce back after last week, and this looks to be a very winnable game. We'll see if they have what it takes on Saturday. Make sure you go out and support.
Where can you get free hugs, music, and condoms? Today in the Quad, Student Health Services teamed up with KBVR FM Love Talk to promote safe sex. I was able to go out to the Quad and see just what the event was all about. Take a look.
All right, come on in. We also got condom stickers. So we are OSU Love Talk. We are a radio show here on KBVR FM. We are partnering up with Student Health Services, or SHS, to do a free hugs booth. Basically, we want to promote safer sex on campus. OSU was ranked #1 in the nation according to Trojan for sex safety, all the kind of resources we have, all that kind of stuff. We want to keep it up, and we want to show students that we're here for the long haul, and it's really important to us to have safer sex on campus. Well, we got this idea because I actually have a bucket list on my door in my room, and one of the items is organize a free hugs booth. So we decided that since we have a Love Talk show that we wanted to do something to spread the love. So a free hugs booth sounded like the perfect opportunity for us to come out here, get our name out there, partner up, show people about safe sex, and spread the love in a safe way. We have all kinds of stuff out here with us today. We have necklaces with condoms in them, we have dental dams, we have finger cots, we have lube, we have stickers for our show, we got all kinds of things going on. Also free hugs. All kinds of stuff to give away. We just want to promote the safer sex idea, really, is what we're trying to do.
As my role as the graduate assistant is to do outreach and events on campus, and we talk about risk reduction strategies and safer sex, so lowering the risk of unintended pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. So we're partnering with KBVR today for the free hugs, but also we provide contraception, so male condom, female condom, dental dams, lubes, finger cots, free for students. To promote our hotspots, we have 18 locations on campus where students can access contraception for free. So next Wednesday, the 12th at 7 p.m. at McMiniman's, we're putting on an event called Sexy Talk. So we'll have Dr. Kathy Greaves and Melinda Schell doing trivia, games, and Q&A. It's the second year we started doing this event, and bring your questions, and there's an opportunity for lots of prizes.
Hey guys, you want a hug?
First grade? Good to see you. We have all sorts of...
A classic car show, a comedy event, and a brunch with the legendary 1967 Giant Killers OSU football team are just a few of the exciting events we have this coming Dad's Weekend. The theme this year is Throwback, which is fitting as we all welcome back the football team of 1967. Oregon State expects around 6,000 to 8,000 people to flood into Corvallis this weekend. So if you're looking for some fun, the Memorial Union has 3 full days planned of some events. Some of these events include a campus tour, a golf tournament at Trysting Tree, a whitewater rafting trip, and a Wave Lab open house. Our Wave Lab is the largest tsunami research facility in the U.S., so be sure to check that out Saturday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Lastly, OSU is offering Dad's Weekend packages for football tickets this Saturday night, so be sure to grab one of those and come support the Beavers against Washington State University.
Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Anna Singer.
And I'm Kamelyn Bovinette. Thanks so much for watching.
For more of your Beaver news, make sure to watch us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. Have a great weekend, everyone.